Okay, so I'm recording the AMA and let's get started now. Kavl, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. I was listening to lovely music.
Okay, so let me introduce a bit first. I'm Dobby, and we are very happy to invite Kavl to our AMA tonight. So she is an NFT project HUG, OG curator, also a female lead NFT project supporter and contributor. So let me explain why does Matters care about women in Web3. It's because female is making changes here. In a decentralized world, there are opportunities and possibilities. So they create NFT projects, build a friendly community, and female DAO and uphold equality. So more women believe that gender issues are critical in Web3. I think it shaped the ecosystem, also changed the society structure. So let me talk about how I know Kavl. So both of us are women rights NFT holders. So you can see our profile pic on the poster. She is an astronaut, and also mine is an astronaut too. So yeah. So we met in women rights Discord. So one time Kavl introduced herself to a newcomers, and Kavl said she comes from Hong Kong. And I replied to her, yeah, and I said I come from Hong Kong too. So today some audience also come from Hong Kong, like Daisy. Yeah, so we can say hi later. So after some check, we found out that we are both Meta Angels and Women Rights NFT holders. They are the female lead projects. So we become friends very soon on Twitter and Discord. So Kavl, please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your background.
Absolutely. First of all,
welcome
I am
you here.
beyond excited to find you, and I'm beyond excited to be here on this space because, believe it or not, you're just the second person that I'm speaking to in real life from the NFT space, and it's so amazing to connect with real human beings on the other side of the computer. It's just absolutely amazing. So Web3 really amazes me. Let me introduce myself. My name is Kavl. That's my real name. And I just posted my picture and the picture of my baby on my Twitter. So I encourage you to hop on my Twitter and look at my face. Because I think it's so important for people to connect as much as we love our profile pictures of women rise or World of Women or any other NFTs. I think that people connect with people the most, and the kind of connection that we build with each other, it's so important to see each other's face and just connect with the human on the other side. So like I said, my name is Kavl. I am a Hong Konger, but I'm also a Pakistani. So I came to Hong Kong like 7 or 8 years ago almost. And I have a PhD, which I completed here in Hong Kong. And I've been working in education ever since. So after I finished my previous contract, my work contract ended in March. And I've been following Maliha Abadi, who is the founder and the artist behind Women Rise. And she introduced her channel of Instagram to NFTs, and I was like, what is an NFT? And she completely explained everything and welcomed everyone to the community. And once I joined Twitter, once I joined their Discord on Women Rise, I just met so many amazing human beings, and I just started investing a little bit of money in NFTs, and I just absolutely fell in love with the community aspect of it. You know how life has been in Hong Kong for us. We have not been able to meet our friends. I have not been able to see my family for such a long time, over 2 years actually, because my family doesn't live in Hong Kong. So I went through my pregnancy all alone. I didn't meet my mother. not my sister, nobody. So it was very lonely for me. And then to meet so many people who are new moms like me, have no idea how to raise a baby. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to start connecting with these people from all over the world. But something I really missed was, a local connection. And I was so happy to find Dobie. I was like, oh my God, my first friend from Hong Kong. So let me just connect with her. And, I was just imagining, okay, I'm just going to find a Hong Kong community of NFT people who I can, discuss my experiences with, and we can look at projects together. And maybe we can I get so jealous sometimes. Everyone outside of Hong Kong is just meeting in real life with their community. And I just didn't have that. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to start telling everyone I'm in Hong Kong. Say hello if you're in Hong Kong. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. You said a short intro, but I think I just rambled on for too long. And just stop me if I'm just rambling on. And I'm just really excited that I found this community.
Yeah, it's all right. You can talk as long as you want.
If you say that, I will just keep talking forever. I'm such a big chatty person. I hope I'm talking slow enough so that everyone can understand me. But I tend to talk a little bit fast, so I apologize if I'm talking too fast.
I think the speed is all right for us. And so, from your experience, you found maybe you cannot see your family and friends in Hong Kong as there's COVID-19, but you can still find like fam and friends in Discord and community, right?
Yes. I think that is one of the most important things about the NFT community and the Web3, as it's been called, that you can find a community for so many different things. So as a person, we have many aspects of our identity. So a very strong part of my identity is my ethnicity. I'm a Pakistani. I'm also a Hong Konger. So I belong to the ethnic minority of Hong Kong. And that is also a huge part of my identity. My academic history is a major part of it. My status as a new mom is a major part of my identity. So I think there's so many people who are showcasing different aspects of their identities on the internet, on Web3 and in NFT space, that you can find so many people to connect with on so many different levels. So I have too many friends who I connect with on very different levels and on very different parts of my identity. So I think community was a major attractive point for me to keep going and just become more active on the space. Even if, I'm not making any money, I'm still gaining something by just connecting with so many people, and I'm going to find my way slowly and gradually.
Yeah, so I agree that even not making any money or much money, but the community is always attractive
Yeah.
aspect for us to stay in the Discord and the community. I remember I bought woman rights in 0.6 ETH, and now it is 0.17. But I think it's all right because the community is really amazing. Yeah. So back to when did you step into Web3? You said that you knew community and she or he introduced you into it. So what is that person or community? Can you explain more to us?
Yeah, so it's actually the founder of Women Rise NFT, Maliha Abadi. She's the artist and the founder. So she's also from Pakistan, and I have been following her art and her books for many years. And she introduced NFTs to her Instagram and on her Twitter. And that's how I started getting interested, because I've bought her books before, her coloring books, and I've followed her activism journey. She talks about women empowerment, and so I trust her. So she had that, that appeal for me that, what she's telling me, she has my best interest when she's introducing something to me, and her goal is to empower so many women, and she's making donations to very reputable charities, and I really connect with that mission. So I decided to do my own research, as they say in Web3, do your own research. And I did my own research, and then actually my first NFT was a gift from my brother. So he bought
Oh,
me, yeah. So he bought a women rice for me, and he gifted it to me. So that's how it started.
oh
Because
yeah.
I kept telling him I had no idea how to buy ETH, how to set up a wallet, and he supported me. Is my younger brother. He's younger than me. So he was like, okay, I'll help you do this. And he just sent it to me. I made a wallet and he sent it to me. So that was very special.
Yeah, so Maliha is the founder of Women Rights. I just post her Twitter.
Yeah.
In the discussion channel. So yeah, I remember I introduced her last time in another AMA that she donate money to Malala funding, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's Malala Fund and also
Yeah.
period poverty, and yeah, I think those two, the
Yeah. So
period project.
yeah, as a holder, we like her so much and we trust her. Yeah.
Yeah, what I like about her is that she actively engages with her community in Discord. I have not seen that in many other projects, like that the artist and the founder is the same person, and then that person you can find directly in the Discord. So I really respect her for doing that, because if someone has a question, even some people are mean in there, but I find that she is always responding. The whole team, actually, Maliha and Aski, they're very supportive of all even their criticism, even the criticism or the challenging questions that they get. So I think that's very important for us as holders to recognize and to see that, even though we don't we it's even though we are all supporters, how does the team respond to challenging questions and hard questions? And I really respect the women rights team for dealing with that aspect also.
Yeah, I guess she runs an amazing community because yeah, she is talking about her dream, her mission, but not about
Yeah,
only investment. And
yeah,
the community is so friendly. We can ask anything. So I want
yeah.
to, yeah, so we know there in the Discord. So I would like to ask Kavl, so your family support you to spend your time in Web3, and how do they think about it?
Okay, so mixed reviews from my family. Like my sister before, she asked me like, okay, how much time do you spend, and are you making any money, and like why are you investing in this, like NFTs? And so the answers to those questions vary from time to time. So there's some days when I spend like a few hours. Now that I'm not working, I don't have a current job. Like I said, I my last work contract ended in March. So I have the luxury of time that I can spend. But because I have a small baby, he just turned 1 year old. He's just a baby. So he doesn't understand that, why is mommy on the phone? So I try to be with him as much as I can. And usually when he falls asleep or he's napping or he's busy with his toys, I check in Twitter and I um, I see where I should be spending my time with, and I try to spend quality time in good discords that I can that I know I will find good people to connect with. And that kind of ties in with my goals. So I tell my family that, okay, my goal with getting involved in NFT space is to eventually launch my own collection and to find a job in Web3, because this is what I enjoy doing. I love talking to people. So anyone who's listening who thinks that they are just one thing that makes them happy, try to find that in a job, because as rewarding as my job was, I think that it lacked a connection of me with a lot of people. So I worked in academia and education, but I worked in research. So I lacked that aspect, and my family knows that I'm a people person. I love to talk to people. I love connecting with people. I loved attending conferences and public speaking, but that was not what my job was about. My job was more about researching and sitting in front of a computer and reading all day and then writing and reading and writing and data analysis. So my little message to everyone would be that try to find one thing that you enjoy doing. Like I enjoy talking to people, or maybe just talking even to myself if I have no one to talk to. So I like talking, and I think that for a person like me, I should not be sitting in front of a computer all day and just reading and writing and reading and writing. So my family really understands that my goal to invest my time and some money in NFTs is going to lead me to a happier job. So I think they're supportive. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah. It's all right. We just check, and I want to know that actually you can connect with people and have proper speech and know more about each other in real life. So why Web3?
So, like I said, you know how the circumstances have been in Hong Kong. That was a major push for me to get involved more online, and also the monetary aspect of it. So I just finished my job last month, and I have to explore what kind of a job I want to do in the future. And because I have seen so many people finding some people call it dream job. I don't think there's such a thing as a dream job, but just something that you really enjoy spending your time in. So I think Web3 is a good place to explore your interest. And it's just the circumstances that led me to it. My circumstances didn't lead me to explore and network in real life because of Hong Kong situation at the time. But Web3 is something that it will give me back as much as time I give it. So the more time and the more energy I spend on Twitter or on Discord, I know that I will connect with people, with so many people. And out of those so many people, one of them can lead me in a way to find my place. It could be in shape of a job or just as a good hobby or just learning how to invest in good NFTs even.
Yeah, me too. Because I think I'm working in Web3 now, and I got this job like few months ago, and I think the atmosphere in Web3 is so friendly that we help each other and we check in the community, even that we come from different place with different culture. And actually, we can talk to each other in Web2, but in Web3, there is a common interest between us, and we hold the NFT or we hold the token that bring us together to work hard in a community and contribute to make the project walk as far as we can. So this is the motive that we stay in Web3. And I think there are more opportunities for women to develop in Web3 because the blockchain solve some problems that we cannot solve in Web2. So I have another question. So Kavl, I know you are an OG curator of HUG NFT. So I would like to explain what is HUG NFT. It is a Web3 community of creators and curators. It is a female-led NFT community platform founded by Randi Zuckerberg. If you don't know her, she is the Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg's sister. So the platform collaborates with many projects and build a female artist and contributor network. So Kavl, may I know how do you enter this project and become an OG curator? OG means early contributor. Yeah.
Yes, OG means early contributor.
Yeah, I mean you step a big, you have a big step forward. Like you are a collector and then you become a contributor. Can you explain and tell us about this?
Yeah. So I think it's very important to get started early. If you see an opportunity to offer to help, then help. So how I got started as a curator at HUG was that they posted a call for action and they asked for people to help them collect good projects, NFT projects that are founded by minorities or by people of color who do not have representation, and those are good projects. So I answered the call and I submitted my form, and I got selected. At the time, they did not have such a huge following as they do now. But I knew that something that Randi Zuckerberg has started and she has a long history of doing business and art. So she was very invested in NFTs and very active. So I saw the opportunity and I applied, and fortunately I got selected. But now the entry for that project is limited to holding their NFT. So if anyone still wants to be a part of it, I'm sending an open offer to anyone to reach out to me in Twitter messages, and I will be happy to nominate you to enter the curator project, but you have to hold a HUG NFT also. So either you hold an HUG NFT, that will be your access to the community. And if I put in a nomination for you, then that could like also be one channel to enter the project.
May I know what is your position in the HUG community, like curate?
Oh, okay. So let me explain. A curator is not a team member. So we were volunteers. We volunteer to help collect data on many NFTs. And as a thank you, we received the special status of OG curator. It is 400 of us, and now there are 6,000 total members. So we are not exactly team members, but the idea of HUG is that it is a different platform. It's not exactly like an art-based NFT. If you have seen their NFTs, they all come in pairs, and that is just a token. So the HUG platform is a platform that helps to collect good projects and do the research for the people who are new to NFTs, because as you know, there are many scams and there are many things that you have to look at before you invest your money in an NFT project. So what HUG does is that it does the research for you. And in the beginning, it was just 400 people, and I was one of them. But now the platform is open to anyone who owns their NFT. So you have to buy their NFT from the secondary market to become a curator. And once you become a curator, as I am, then you have access to special perks, like they will help you build your own NFT project, and they will do airdrops, and they're still thinking about how they can bring value to the holders.
Oh, it's very clear. So it is a platform that do research and help each other, like
Yes.
to prevent the scam and like how to
Yeah.
invest in NFT. Oh, yeah, that's important in Web3 because there's so many scams out there.
It's
Yeah.
very important, especially for people who are new. And I almost got scammed when I joined the NFT space, but because my younger brother is also in NFTs, so I always check with him and I ask him, hey, what do you think about this project? And then slowly and gradually, like, I don't have to rely on him and I can tell by myself because I went through the training of the HUG curator team. So I've been trained well. I know what to look for, what's a good project, what are some of the red flags that you should be looking out for. So anyone who is new, I will say it 100 times, do not spend a single dollar on any project that you do not feel 100% about. It's all about trust, and you should not trust everybody in life, not even just Web3. Just like, just try to look out for your wallet. Always use your mobile network's internet. Don't use Wi-Fi. These are just very basic things that we take for granted. But this is huge mistake in Web3 if you have if you're not on the lookout for scammers. There's scammers everywhere. If you find one person whose project is good, you're going to find like 5 or 10 like rug projects. So be very, very careful out there.
So may I know what trainings program that they provide because I'm very interested in it.
So they basically provided us different forms where we were able to mark a project for different aspects. Like, for example, is the team doxed? Is the team uh, active with the community? Do they have a Discord? How do they answer? How often do they post on Twitter? And what is their collection about? What's the cause behind their NFT project? Does it feel like it's going to be a rug, or does it feel authentic? And just things like that. So that really helped me learn the ins and outs of what a good project looks like. But no one's to say what a successful project looks like. So these were all projects that had minted 100%, and some of them were upcoming projects. So I have good experience in looking through like more than 300 projects for this program, for the first set of databases, and then they will just keep coming up with more and more and more. So yeah.
So you just gave us some tips already.
Yeah.
So, Kavl, why do you think, yes, as a new mom and as a woman in Web3, why do you think gender issue is critical in Web3?
I think it's very critical. Because let me just give you a simple example. I have been part of male-dominated NFT projects and spaces, and I've also been part of the women-led projects. So one clear-cut difference that I have seen in women-led projects is that people will listen to you so much more in a Discord or in a Twitter, and there's just a lot less noise because male dominated spaces tend to be more faster, and people really don't have a lot of time to get to know each other or build a connection and answer your questions. People have answered my questions in those spaces too, but less often in women-led projects. And I think that if someone is skeptical about spending their money, don't spend your money. What I've found is that women-led spaces are very accepting of you, even if you don't hold their NFT. Like in Women Rise, when I didn't have an NFT, they welcomed me with open arms. They're like, okay, you're not a holder, that's fine with us. You're still family. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. And if you go and try to do the same I try to do the same in other spaces, and it's just not the same kind of energy and vibe. And the second thing has to do monetary. I mean, you're able to decide how much time you spend, and you're able to become financially strong. And I think if you can do it from the comfort of your home, like I want to, then that's amazing. I mean, as a new mom, I have my challenges with the baby, and I want to spend more time with him. So going back to a traditional job, leaving him with we don't have the option of daycare here in Hong Kong, but I mean, leaving him with someone to take care of, it's just going to be very difficult. So for someone like me who likes to work from home, it just gives you a lot of freedom to do that in Web3.
I would like to say I just 100% agree with you because I was in a male-dominated community. It's CyberCons. So it is a very OG NFT project. So very early, that means so many male inside. The Discord is just like hey, what's up, bro? Sup.
Right? I can't count so many times that I've been called bro. I'm not your bro. There's actually a women-led project that is called Not Your Bro.
Bro. Yeah. There's a project called Not Your Bro. Just don't call us bro.
Exactly. Like, why are you assuming that I'm your bro? I'm not your bro.
Yeah. So I found that in female NFT community, each other would keen on listen to you more.
Yeah.
And yeah, just like I shared before, there's an example is that in women rights community, people share their story about domestic violence or some depression, the experience. I think the community is so friendly that listen to each other. So such stories will appear in the Discord. Yeah. So I would like to say I agree with you of that part. So you about okay. Let me rephrase. Is we can hear that you help newcomers in Web3, and actually we need more ambassadors like you and core contributors. So I would like, what do you want to achieve in this space eventually?
Oh, my goal is very clear cut. So I want to work in Web3 full time. And like I said, I love working with people and I love talking to people. And I think I'm a very chatty person. And so my goal is to find a job in Web3 full time. And if I can do that in such a special and welcoming place like Matters or any like-minded projects out there, I'm just on the lookout currently to find a full-time job because I would love to do what I'm actually doing, to get paid because I'm doing it anyway. So it's just become a part of my personality, and I think that Web3 is really, really bringing that out of me. And I hope everyone you can sense the energy that it gives me just to talk about Web3. I just absolutely love the vibes and the atmosphere here. And I know that my goal is very clear, just to find a job to get in full time.
Yeah, Kavl, I know that you're planning to launch your own art collection. May I ask, because I think it needs some courage to launch a personal collection. Like if I'm doing that, I worry about no one buying, or I need to do a lot of promotion, and it hurts. So, can I know that? So, where is your confidence come from? It is from the friendly community, or so? What do you think about it?
Okay, so the short answer is the short answer would be that I don't know, and the long answer is that for a very, very long time, I have suppressed my urge to draw and to learn how to draw because I was very focused on my PhD, then I was very focused on finding a job, then I was very focused on doing my job. And after, during my maternity leave, I started just sketching at night because my baby was like sleeping for 2 hours, then awake, then sleeping, then awake. And adults don't work like that. Adults need to keep sleeping or just need to keep awake. So I found myself just illustrating on my iPhone. Didn't have an iPad. So I just sketched on my phone and I was like, okay, why don't I do more of this? And then when I joined the NFT space, I realized, to be very honest, like what this girl drew, I can draw this and I can draw it better. I just need to spend more time. And so I just started sketching and drawing. Every day I make just one piece. And I know it's not perfect. I know it's not like the most amazing piece of art, but I need to step out of that negative talk to myself because I think that, okay, I'm more than 30 years old now. There you go. I just told you how old I am. And after 30 years old, you just start to begin to understand yourself better and you can learn about your excuses that you tell yourself. So I started telling myself, okay, Kavl, you're just making excuses. You need to get serious and you need to just push yourself. Just push it out. And if it's not perfect, it's okay, but it's a start. So this collection that I'm doing is a Twitter banner series, and it's inspired by the culture of Pakistan, and it's inspired by the neon beautiful lights of Mongkok and Yomate and all those beautiful neon lights that we see in Hong Kong. Is just the culture, a mix of two, which is a mix of me. So that's the inspiration. And about the selling point, I'm just trying to do my best. I'm trying to grow my community, and I'm going to let time decide whether I sell my pieces or not. If they don't sell, that's also fine. I'm just going to keep moving forward and I'm going to try on my end. If I fail, I fail. If I don't, I don't. I'm just not putting that pressure on me because it's just going to slow me down.
Yeah, so I think the speech just now is so amazing because it's just trust yourself and try, and in Web3 you can try anything.
Yeah.
Like you just take your iPad and draw something, and then
there's a very special story on how I bought my iPad.
Tell us.
There was a online event of BFF. Do you know the BFF project?
Yeah, the Tyra
Just give me one.
Banks project.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. Let me grab my baby.
Okay, take your time. The BFF project is about Tyra Banks project. 我上次有講過。
Yeah, so there's more than 300 founders of that project, and even Maliha Abdi is like one of those founders. So they airdropped their bracelets, NFTs, and
You
over
got the
time. Sorry?
I mean, you have the airdrop, and it's very difficult to have one.
Yes, so this is where my story begins. So I joined their YouTube launch, and I was airdropped their bracelet. And what happened was that over time, can you imagine, the price of that bracelet became 1 ETH. And at one point, the price of their bracelet became 1.7 ETH.
Yes,
So
yes.
I thought to myself, what should I do? Because I really wanted to be a part of that community. I know that it could help me in Web3 because there's such a huge platform and so many women, and they are very, very welcoming. It's one of my favorite communities. And I decided, okay, I don't have an iPad, but I have this NFT that's worth a lot of money. So I made the decision to sell it. And I bought myself an iPad, and I made a promise to myself. I'm going to make better art with this iPad. And then I'm going to sell my art. And then I'm going to buy the BFF profile picture again. And that's the promise I made to myself. So let's just hope that that's exactly what I mean when I say that I try to have trust in my ability to make money in Web3, whether it's from my own collection or whether it's from the job that I'm manifesting, that I'm hoping to find. So yeah, that's my story.
So we always need to choose, and I
Yeah.
hope that after you sell your art, the BFF is still affordable.
Yeah.
Maybe it becomes 10 years because Tyra Banks, yeah.
Yeah.
So there are some questions for you. One of our member Chi, she would like to know more about the data analysis part, just like what really is the content of the data analysis. So
Data analysis of the curators?
yeah, the research and the data analysis. What do you do exactly?
In the HUG program, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So in the HUG curators, we suggest projects. So first, there's a list of projects. For example, if there's an upcoming project that only has like a few hundred followers on Twitter, and you think that it's a good project, you think it's a unique project, you think that the person who has founded the project belongs to a minority, it could be a religious minority, ethnic minority, or just anybody who should be supported in the space, who comes from a marginalized community, then we suggest that project to HUG, and then there's a second round of curation where we go for a deeper dive. So then we go back to the project, and there's different people who will review the same project many times. So it's a long list, and this whole process is done in 3 phases. So the first phase is that all the members suggest projects. then the second round is we comb through those projects one by one, and we go to their Twitter, we go into the Discord, we go into their communities, we see their Instagrams, whatever platforms they're on, and then we try to find, okay, is this project good? Should we encourage other people to see this, to buy this? And if it is, then we just promote that through the HUG database. So HUG is actually doing more than curation. They're also going to help projects launch. For example, if someone has a one-on-one series of art, they are going to give them training and one-on-one sessions with Randi and Debbie, who is the co-founder, to support them make a bigger project, like a 10,000 piece project or just like generative project. So that's another aspect of Hub.
Kavl, I would like to tell you, I had 3 HUG pass before, but I sold them. I feel regret.
Oh,
I'm so regret because there's so many things inside the platform. I pull them because okay, I find a chance to buy them back.
Well, you can buy it off secondary actually. Yeah.
I got the whitelist from a page called Woman of the Power of Woman. Yeah, and then I have it free, and then okay, just forget about it.
Yeah. I'll give you a tip. So when I started in NFTs, my brother told me, if you have 3, keep one that is the rarest one.
Yeah, because
and
this
sell
is a pair of HUG, right?
Yeah. I don't have a pair. So I have the rare one. That is the pug hug, like a dog one. That one is a rare one.
I know it.
And yeah, and I have 2 more, but it's not a pair. But they have a system that is slightly complicated. So every hug pass has a different power. And they are slowly revealing the power of different NFTs.
Yeah. Okay. So another question for you is that one of our member, JN, she wants to know what is your vision on the future of the NFT, and would you be worried that the pay is not stable? Just like you study and you are professional, qualification, and in Web3 it is not stable. So what do you think?
Yeah, that's a very good question. See, this is a very new space, right? People in here, the people who are considered to be experts are just in here for like 2 years. That is not a space for expert to be. But I think that's a very valid question for someone who's been longer in the space for me. But because I have a professional qualification to fall back on, I would not recommend anyone to put all their eggs in one basket and have a backup plan. So my backup plan is always falling back on my education and on my job experience in the university job that I had before. So although I really want to find a job in NFT space, I will not be taking a risk and work for any company that does not have a strong foothold, and I will not work in an NFT project that does not have a long-term vision. And I would advise the same. Don't look at short-term gains. That's my baby. I'm sorry.
I can
Don't
hear
look at
hello baby.
So don't look at short-term gains and give up anything that you think deserves your time more.
Yeah. So we are all trying and exploring and finding which suitable for us. Yeah.
Yeah. But like Web3 is is an amazing place to dip your toes into something that you always wanted to do. Like for me, it's trying to find a job that involves communities and talking to people and just, communication and socializing, maybe a brand ambassador or something in marketing. That's something that I'm looking at. But it could be different for you. Maybe you've always wanted to pursue your art, and maybe you've always wanted to like develop, be on the writing side or operations. There's just so many things that you can explore. So start by doing a little, and over time, everyone will find their way. But don't ever feel pressure to do something that you really don't enjoy. I would say that I did that myself, so I know it's not easy to do a job that doesn't fulfill you. So I hope everyone can find something that they truly enjoy.
Yeah, sometimes we talk about economy, creators economy. Yeah, in Web3, it's like some artists who are not very famous, or some new artists, they can try and put their work on blockchain. So what do you think about the creators economy? Do you think you can achieve it?
I think that right now the market is very saturated. So you're right about that. There are a lot of people who are coming into this space, and not all of them are here for long term. Everyone is trying their luck. Everyone is trying to make a quick, like some people are trying to make quick money and just leave. And I think Gary Vee put it very nicely. He's one of the loudest voices in the NFT space, Gary Vee. And he said that in anything, there's a lot of dust that rises in the beginning. So with the NFT space, there's a lot of dust right now, and this dust will settle down in a few months and in a year, and that's when we're going to see what Web3 can truly achieve. With so many companies pumping so much money into Web3, I personally, this is not financial advice, I personally think that Web3 or metaverse is here for the long term, and this is not just a short term push that everyone is like, this is not just a gold rush. This is here to stay long term, and the more we get on board now, because big companies are pushing so much money and they're all buying land and banks and Gucci and Adidas and HSBC and all these banks, and everyone is just getting involved. So why not you? Why not you through your company? Maybe your company that you're working in is going to open up a metaverse or a NFT related project, or they just want to be present in the space. So maybe you can be that person to represent your company in that way. Everyone needs to start doing their homework, even if not getting involved actively, but you need to learn.
Yeah, you mentioned about Gary Vee. I think he is one of my NFT idol, because I remember when I bought NFT, and then I wait for like 3 months, and then I think, why the floor price is still so low? And then I read Gary Vee tweet, and then he said it's like 13 years investment. Yeah, he just said don't look at your NFT every day. It is a long term thing. So yes, about the creator economy, it is also a long term thing. If you want to invest here for short term, or you want to try for a short time, then you cannot achieve it. You have to try.
Yeah. Well, I would also say what you're investing in. If I'm investing in a garbage project, for example, the team is just not there, they don't have the patience to keep working, then of course it's time to sell and just get out. But projects that you can see the team is working And how can you see the team is working? You can see the team is working if they are actively representing the project in different places. And that is why the floor price of women rights does not bother me, because that is one of the projects I am so bullish on, that they are representing and they are building every day. So I see them attending so many different conferences and trying to onboard more people. That is how I know a team is building, and I will hold that NFT for as long as, I want to. I actually made a wallet for my baby, who is just 1 year old, and I bought one NFT of women rights for him.
You bought a woman rights for him.
Yeah.
So how is the NFT looks like? I'm wondering. Astronaut?
No, it's not an Astro. I wanted to support women rights, so I bought the cheapest one from the floor, and it was at 0 point, so I didn't care what it looked like, but I just wanted to support them and raise their floor, so I just picked up the lowest one from the floor.
It's so sweet.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I have one more question, maybe two last question, and then you can take care with your baby. And this question is from Chi. Want to know that how could you suggest a mom to start her journey in Web3 if she's trying to be financially independent?
I think that you should start by learning and don't spend any money that you cannot afford to lose. I say this because I hear this in the space every single day. It's just like any other investment, It's just like any other investment. And if you really don't have some extra money that you can afford to lose, and you will be okay with losing that much money, then buy that NFT. But if you think that all you have is, for example, 5,000 Hong Kong dollars or 6,000 saving, don't buy an NFT. It can go down, it can go to zero, just like any other investment, unless you have like so I just want to say here, there are different ways of making money in the Web3 space. It's not just by buying and selling NFTs. So there are so many roles that are coming up, like a community manager or a member of the team who helps in operations or in PR. So if you want something more stable, just get involved in a project that you really, really believe in. You love their value, you love their message, you love their art, and be active in their Discord. Start getting active on their Twitter and write a message to them. Write a message to them and say, I really love your project. I love what you are doing. Your message really sings to me, and I want to help. I want to help your project. Are you looking to hire someone? I would love to be that person. This is my strength, and this is how I can help. And I'll tell you, more often than not, those people will hire you because people value loyalty. And again, I will say you need time to do this. So as a new mom, as myself, I had some time to do this. And that's how I'm just building my connections. I'm just building connections at this point. So don't invest any money that you can't afford to lose in NFTs. And if you really want that stability, try to find a job, a role in this space. Just like a conventional job. That's what I would say. But start by doing little by little. Just get involved. Just find a project that speaks to you.
I feel wow, I cannot see you, and we are just having voice message, but I can feel you are very sincere and gentle. Yeah, so I feel touched because so real and so true about the community, the friendship, and yeah. I don't know what to say, but just thank you for the advice and your tips.
Thank you for listening.
One of our members said you are such a warm person.
Oh, thank you.
Let
I'm
me
really happy.
Let me tag you so you can read our discussion later in the
Sure, I would love that. I would love that.
Yeah, so it has been an hour. So any more questions? Or Kavl, do you have
If
anything?
anyone has any questions, just reach out to me on Twitter. Add me. I'll follow you back. I just really want to connect with all of the matters. And I'm just very happy that you all heard me just yap for 1 hour.
I think we love the AMA and the discussion and love to know your experience. Yeah. That's true. So maybe I can meet you in person.
That would be lovely. That would be amazing.
Yeah. One member said we love your story. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because we focus, because we value the community and we value the relationship between each other. So when we hear such experience, we found that we are so alike, similar.
Yeah. That's very true. That's very true. We all, I mean, even if you're not a mom or even if you're not someone who is very outgoing or very social, the situation in Hong Kong really challenged all of us. As strong as we are, it's just challenged all of us. And I think we really, really understand the value of talking to people because it's just been very, very challenging for anyone here, everyone in the world, because everyone went through the same experience with COVID. So that's where the community really, really comes in. And anyone who needs to hear this, just know that you're doing great. You're doing an amazing job just by sticking in here and trying to make a better life for yourself. So I'm really happy that everyone is still here and listening. So
I would like to say thank you because we are developing our community and not many people here, just like 13 to 15. But we appreciate that you shared for an hour with us about your story.
No, that's no problem. Even if there was one person in here, I will speak to them. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah. So we will follow your Twitter, and because I posted in the discussion thread already. So
if I don't follow you back, just message me. I know I follow Dobie, but if anyone in the audience, if I don't follow you back, just message me in the DMs and introduce yourself, and I would love to connect with you.
Sure. So let's say thank you and goodbye.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dobie.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Take care of your baby. Bye. Okay.